Hello everyone, I'm Vaishnavi and today we are going to learn Democracy in Action. It's a SST video and welcome to my video and a very warm welcome to this chapter as we have just completed like the science chapter is just going on. So I thought that you might be bored while doing 3 classes of science. So today I have brought a video of SST which is Democracy in Action. Let's take a look inside. Going it inside the slide is easy and it's a prestige transition. Okay, not discussing the transition, let's come to the topic. The topic is democracy in action. By the way, I forgot to give my introduction. I'm Vaishnavi from class 7th and here's the chapter in front of you. This is chapter number 21 as you can see on your screen, and also this is democracy in action. And in the previous chapter we have also learned that what is democracy. Now hope you remember that wordings of mine, that what is democracy. In the previous chapter we have already learned it, and the previous chapter name we already remember, that was democracy. Yes, it was already the democracy chapter, so we have already learned that what is democracy. Let me give you a brief look at what is democracy. So actually, democracy on my side is a form of government and it actually governs the people by their representatives. It governs people and their representatives that form a government to actually place it systematically, to form the government systematically. Okay, that is only what is government on what is democracy on my side. On your side, what is democracy? Comment down below and I would be glad to read your comments, and when you will comment I would be really happy. So, coming to the topic, that what is the big idea of this chapter? So, what is the big idea of this chapter? Talking about the big idea, we get to know that in this chapter we will learn universal adult franchise, elections, political parties, and the oppositions of the different parties, or we can say the role of opposition. Okay, so today we will only do what is universal adult franchise in the form of different types of parts of the universal adult franchise, that are elections, political parties, and then political parties do have their parts which are actually national parties and regional parties. We will also discuss them in the upcoming classes, but in today's class we will learn that what is universal adult franchise. For that, let's take a glance look over this chapter, that what is democracy in action. Democracy in action actually refers to the parts of the democracy which can be named as institutional representation of democracy. Okay, and its parts are universal adult franchise. That means that the right to vote is given to all the adult citizens which are above the age of 18, and they don't have any type of discrimination with each other on the basis of different kinds of things such as religion and region, caste, or their gender, property, language, educational qualification, etc. Anyone can vote and everyone is equal, as we can see over here. All the colors hands, we can say, all the different hands. We can see that over here there's a vote sign over here, and that is only mandatory. Nothing would be discriminated to those people, that on the basis of region, religion, caste, sex, property, or their language, or even if they have passed 10th, if they have passed 12th, if they are graduating. It doesn't mean, okay, anyone can vote. Means I meant to say 18 years above. The children which are actually 2 years, or we can say 12 years, 13, or like below the age of 18 years, no one can vote. Above the age of 18 years, even if they are on the basis of region, religion, or any type of thing, they are allowed to vote. No, I'm not saying, or I'm not pointing out the children out there that why actually we can't vote. But the government has made this rule because it is actually very good for us also, because the children, or we can say the adult above the age of 18, so they are actually responsible, more responsible than us, and we can say we are just kids nowadays. Not just kids, we can say, we are just kids now, but we cannot vote. Yes, that is a true event which happens with everyone, that below the age of 18 no one can vote, and it is because we are not some type of eligible to go there. Yes, why we are not eligible? Because we do not know that what's happening there. We are actually not type of attentive in types of votings, or we can say elections. We do not see regular news. Do you see? I see Avenger movies, I see Frozen, etc., but I don't see news because I don't like it. Yes, but we can say that sometimes when our dad takes the remote and we got to know that yes, now we can take the remotes from dad, so we actually move on the cartoons, we can move the YouTube videos, we can move some educational channels, but we do not see news. That is the main thing that happens with uh, the people who are below the age of 18. Yes, so people who are below the age of 18 are actually, this is the only problem why they cannot vote, because they don't have that type of mentality that they have to vote for a good party. They think that, oh, this face is looking good, I wanted to vote over here. That is why, that is the only reason why 18 years below cannot vote. Okay, now as we have discussed that why 18 years like below children, people cannot vote. So there are something types of rules over here. Yes, we can see that 18 years above can vote. No discrimination is followed on the basis of region, religion, caste, gender, property, language, etc. Educational qualification also. So that is the only thing that I wanted to tell you over here, that what is this topic about. Now, over here, there is a paragraph given that uh, the election commission, this one paragraph over here we can see, and above it there is a word citizenship written. What is citizenship? So, if I talk about citizenship, when you go to a country, for example, you go to Canada. Yes, over there, the citizenship. You will get the citizenship after 3 years. Yes. So, what is citizenship? Is that when you go to a country, you are a visitor to a country, you are the agent of a country, we can say. So you are going from India to Canada. Okay, so staying in Canada for 3 years will give you citizenship of Canada. If you are coming from Canada, if you are coming from America, England, any country, then if you are coming from any country, and if you are coming to India, then you will get the citizenship of India in some of the years that I don't know, like maintained years, I don't know, but they get a citizenship in India. Yes, same is the thing with this citizenship, that when you go to a country you get after 3 years, 5 years, some are 6 years, some are less than two, or it's basis on some types of criterias of democracy over that country. Yes, India is also most powerful democratic, we can say, government, and yes, it is very actively participating country. Yes, so it has also its citizenship years, that how will the things get in the citizenship. Okay, and if we talk about the election commission, is an independent body. Okay, so election commission we can say, the elections, when we will learn about the elections in this chapter, we will discuss this point on this front index page. Now, without just discussing this index page for a long time, let us do something else, which is that what is adult, we can say, universal adult franchise. We are going to learn this thing with, we can say, a picture which is given over our right hand side, and we are also going to learn with our book page which is on the left side. So starting the reading with the first page, or we can say the left page. In India, elections are conducted after every 5 years. Every small kid actually knows this, that our every 5 years after we get the elections, and to participate in the elections, only 18 years above can vote. Yes, so what's happening in the elections. Elections are conducted after every 5 years to form the government. Why are elections there in our India? They are because to form the government. Hope that's clear. And at the time of these elections, various political parties campaign for their candidates. We will discuss more about candidates, what are candidates, what are actually different types of things like policies, elections, citizens, what are these things. Yes, we will discuss further. Talking about that, how do political parties campaign for their candidates? They are actually forming the campaign parties. We can say the political parties that you have learned in your classes like BJP. There are Bajpa party, yes, and we can also see different types of parties in our society, or we can say in our areas. Yes, and so we have different types of symbols for it also. For example, if we take the lotus symbol, then it is representing the Bhajpa party. Yes, and if we take the hand symbol like this, so then what will it form? This is known as the Congress symbol. So every political party has its symbol also, and it has its different types of campaigning for its own candidates. Now, if I ask you a question that what are campaigns and rallies aimed at? Now, if you have seen these types of, we can say some these types of rallies work in your surroundings, or we can say in your city, town, village, mostly in village actually, to actually uh, encourage people to vote. Yes, on that basis we have that when the rallies are going on over here, the we can make a red man over here, the conductor of the rally is present, and he is supporting all of the people who are standing over here. There are a lot of people over here that are listening to this candidate. Yes, and there are a lot of stampings containing only on these candidates. So now hope you have understood what is the meaning of candidate. A candidate actually conducts these campaigns, and political parties campaign for these candidates. Okay, so these candidates do the we can say elections करते हैं वो, और फिर वो वहां जाके जो हमारी पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज होती हैं वो उनके लिए कैंपेन्स रेडी करती हैं. कैंपेन्स क्या होता है? जो कैंपेन्स होता है हमारा, जब हम किसी भी कैंडिडेट को ले लें, फॉर एग्जाम्पल यहाँ पे हमारा एक कैंडिडेट खड़ा है, उनके पास माइक है, वो सब पूरी यहाँ पे जनता जो भी है, the people that are around that candidate are listening to the candidate, his speech, his or her speech we can say, and all the things that the candidate is telling. And these rallies, these campaigns, do you know why do they are done over these voting time? Because they want to encourage their votes at that point of time, and this is known as, we can say, political system, we can say. Yes, so when you conduct a rally, when you conduct a campaign, a candidate speaks at the speaker. We can say a candidate speaks at the mic, his speech, his or her speech. Yes, and it actually supports the people who are sitting in front of him or her to encourage them to vote. Now, hope you have learned what is campaigning. Yes. Now, if I ask that why is it necessary for the country to go for fresh general elections after every 5 years? Now, you might have listened about the France that they had uh, different types of kings before the republic came over there. Yes, republic democracy came over there. There were different kinds of kings over there, like Napoleon. We have different kinds of kings. Yes, over there, one king was there. For example, if I take Napoleon, so over here, one king is there, and he has a crown. Now, if he is died, what will happen? What will happen is, if he has kids, if he has wife, or if he has any type of grandchildren, children, etc., the king would be there in their family only. Yes, so when the king would be there in their family, they like the, we can say, the janta, the people cannot change. The citizens of that country, the citizens of that place cannot change the king or the queen or the son of a ruler, etc. Yes, so what I am trying to tell over here is that why it is necessary to conduct every 5 years the elections. Why are they conducted? If they won't be conducted, what will these rich men do? They actually conduct money from these like political parties, and that is only known as the political system. So, not discussing about this, we will discuss about it later on. When we will get bigger, we will understand it manually only. Now, why is it necessary? It is necessary because when we have only one king or queen we have, or only one PM, we have only one type of we can say, only one type of system is going on into the country, so it is very boring for the people also, and it is actually very inconvenient for the people who are suffering this. And sometimes the king, the ruler, the actually administrator of that country is very types of selfish, we can say very kind of cruel man we say na. So that is why it is very type of cruel, it is type of very annoying person. And when it is annoying, so that is why the people try to change that party. The people try to change that government system, whole government system. That is only why the elections are conducted after every 5 years. If we discuss that what is universal adult franchise without discussing this whole thing, over this picture, leaving these things over here. So, if you see this, this is a political party. This is a political party system. This is the symbol of the political party. This is the candidate. Here is a people, a common man. Here are the peoples, the common man, which are actually we can say, which are voting. They are going to vote over this place, and these people are actually moving on rallies. They are moving on different types of, we can say, opposition on the basis of democracy. Yes, not on the not on the opposition of the democracy, they are going on the opposition of the political party. And if we talk about the different, so if we talk about over here, what is happening over here? A common people has came over here. He is like requesting, we can say, or he is requesting the man to go for voting. These are rallies, not for voting actually. He is he is over here for actually, there are some, we can say, conflicts between the uh, panchayat or over anything, so he has came for that ruling. And this man is over here also, and he is actually conducting to the another person to solve his solution. And that is how a system works. The system works from one place to another, by one person to another, by solving the each of the problems. But when they do not solve the problems of the people, this happens. This, they go on rallies, they go on opposition of the parties, and they form posters, the bad posters for the parties, that this party is not good, this party is actually not good, and they are not doing anything for us. That is only telling over this topic, over this picture. And over here we can see a common people is voting, and voting is necessary for all the people. And over here we can see a chart also. So here is the symbol. We can see different types of symbols over here. We have buttons over the polling booths, where we press a button and then the we press the symbol of the political party for the voting. Yes, and that's how government or the universal adult franchise is. Let's read the book language. As stated in the previous chapter, democracy is based on universal adult franchise that we all know. This means that the right to vote is given to all the adult citizens of a country without any discrimination on the basis of the several things such as region, religion, caste, gender, property, language, or even educational qualification. So, the value of the vote of a citizen, if he or she is rich or poor, literate or illiterate, man or woman, is the same in India. So in India, if anyone is poor, rich, doesn't matter. Literate, illiterate means he is studied. He has studied till any class. Nothing could be like if he has actually above the age of 18, he can vote. He or she can vote. If it is a man or it is a woman, don't discriminate the woman, please. Yes, it is a very bad thing to discriminate a woman from your family or something. Yes, in the same way, they do not also discriminate in the voting, but sometimes women also don't get the chance because of some reasons that they are locked at home, or some types of family issues are there at the houses that we see in the movies or etc, or when we see a voting, if we see a geographic or uh, we can say the discovery over there, they also show about the democracy, that how does the democracy work, and they actually show that what are the disadvantages to women. Yes, over there we also see this. So in India, universal adult franchise is on the basis of representation on all levels. So as we have levels, like we have CM, then we have PM, we have different types of candidates. Yes, over here we can see that all levels of the government are on the basis of universal adult franchise only. Yes, and all the Indian citizens who have attained the age of 18 are given the right to vote. That I told you many times. Now, this thing would be like fitted in your mind properly. Universal adult franchise follows the principle of one person, one vote. You cannot give two votes. Like if you are one person, you cannot give two votes, and you actually cannot give. Means you wouldn't be able to give the vote. Yes, which means that every citizens of India can cast only one vote during an election. No two votes, no three, no four, no infinity. Okay, means you cannot actually vote your vote more than one. How would you do infinity? Yes, infinity. It is not possible. Impossible. Okay. Or if you talk about like you only two, or we can say two persons cannot vote only one vote. If you have two persons, they cannot only vote one. The two persons have to two vote two. Yes, as one person each. One person each. So one person each should be followed in there. For example, if you are family and there are four citizens in your, not four, there are two citizens in your family that are above the age of 18. Okay, there are two citizens that are above the age of 18. So what will they do? What would they do is that they will go to vote. But the one is woman. Now she would be discriminated by the man, or the, we can say, the husband of him or her, like the husband of him. Oh, sorry, her. So what would happen? The woman would be discriminated, and she won't be given the chance to vote. And in the same way, when a man is there, what happens with the man? He can vote. He can do anything. So this discrimination doesn't happen with him. But when it comes to the woman has discrimination. Yes. So only in some areas only the women's are actually voting, because the government is actually trying to get votes from there. Because if we have Uttar Pradesh, okay, in Uttar Pradesh, the, we can say, the political parties are trying to force the women, not force, we can say, trying to understand, trying to actually teach the women that yes, it is very good to vote for you. Yes, and only in Uttar Pradesh. If you go to Kerala, the conditions would be same. Not at all. Yes, there are some conditions on the basis where the woman can vote and women cannot vote. So we are actually discussing over here that why do discrimination happen over here with women. Yes, when the discrimination happens, the discrimination shouldn't be there with anyone. So if there are two persons, they would give two votes itself, and the people who is there, the people who is conducting the votes, is to be sure that how the people are giving the vote, they are giving correctly, they are giving to the, we can say they are putting a sign, or we can say putting a nail pen type thing, I don't know what is it. So they are putting that on the finger, they take care of everything. So that is why 2% two votes, one person one vote each, we can say one person one each. Okay, one person one vote. Now, this is only the concept in this point. Hope it is also clear. Now, let's discuss this last point of this universal adult franchise. After this, we will just finish this, and in the next session, we will discuss about the elections that are written over here. So, let's see, the principle of one person and one vote establishes that the political equality, which in turn ensures a democratic government that is accountable to the people. But I have only told you that when two persons are there, they can give two votes. There should be equality. So, sorry, wait. Let me just write the text over here. There should be equality also. There should be the, we can say, it should be accountable to people. Yes. So it should be accountable to people, that there should be equality. There should no discrimination to be there. Okay, no discrimination. That is the main point, that no discrimination would be there. So these two things that are written above would really happen very, very happily. Okay, that is only in this point, and I want to just end this topic now, and we are just going to discuss that what we are going to do in the next class. We are going to do elections. And what in elections, we will do a different type of thing in the elections, like during the elections, what are the things done by the citizens, etc. So closing this, and I would say a very, very thank you and have a nice day. Stay home and stay safe. Till then, the corona won't go. Okay, and corona will only go when we will stay home and stay safe, and we will be quarantined from everyone. Then only the corona will be outside of our doors, and we will be inside in our house safe. Okay, keep this point in our, like, on our mind, that we would be safe when we will be at home. So stay home and stay safe. I hope you would like my video, share my video, subscribe my channel, and also don't forget to stay home. And please, I would request that if you have any doubts, like uh, if you have related that what is universal adult franchise, I will explain in my words in the next video also. If you want, write in the comment section, guys. I will really, really, really help you and make a personal video. I will make a personal video for you and actually share it with only you if you want. Okay, and if you have any doubts, you can ask in the comment section. There are no words to me now, and just ending this session over here only. Thank you and bye.